I know I'm a gangster, I don't need no chain worn. Twister dudes up in my head, I call that a brainstorm. I know I'm a real G, I'm up in my real tree. Y'all can't fucking see me, but I hope that y'all still feel me. I'm up here in AR with them ARs where I still be. If y'all want me quiet, y'all gonna have to fucking kill me.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, Bryce the Nasty Mitchell!
This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is.
Hey, I'm here to call out Joe Rogan for talking crap about me and talking crap about my mama. He's been doing it for too long. Me and my mama will tell you right now this earth is flat. It ain't moving around at no 600-something thousand miles an hour, spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and floating through the universe constantly. Okay, this earth is flat, it's fixed, and the stars and stuff rotate around us. The sun rotates around us. Okay, and I can prove that. I would love to debate you, Joe Rogan, because I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers. And if you're so confident, come on and debate me, buddy, because I'm tired of this crap you're posting. You want to post a video today about a mathematician that says the universe is local, but it ain't real. What does that even mean? That's a bunch of mumbo-jumbo crap, brother. And the guy is holding a trident in the picture. And y'all think I'm crazy for thinking that this is a religious thing. He's holding a trident, a symbol of the devil. They're trying to feed you these lies to make you think that science is right and that God didn't create this universe, the Big Bang did. Okay, I used to be an atheist because I used to believe that this universe was created by the Big Bang. I used to believe all that crap from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, and I'm just so sick and tired of hearing your crap, Joe, about flat earthers being stupid. Boy, I'll smoke you in a debate. I will smoke you, and there ain't nothing you can do beat me in a debate, brother, because you ain't got no proof. Gravity ain't real, it's density. This paper When it drops, it's because it's more dense than the air around it, not because of some magical thing called gravity. There is no proof of gravity, brother. There's only proof of density. That's why hot air balloons float, because of hot air being less dense, okay? Not because a hot air balloon is an anti-gravitational device. And I will debate you right to your face, and I'm tired of this crap that you're posting. I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers, because you got one right here that will bring it to you. And I know you won't accept this challenge. Actually, no, I don't know. But I bet you won't. I bet you'll sissy out. And that crap you're posting, it's leading people away from the Holy Spirit. This universe wasn't created from no Big Bang. I don't care what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. And we didn't land on the moon. And Neil deGrasse Tyson knows we didn't land on the moon. He's lying about it too. Okay? All these people are lying, brother. And all you're doing is leading people away from the Spirit. When you understand that God created this universe, then you'll understand that there's no need for all this Big Bang and this and that, and it's all a bunch of crap. That's why the stars, the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper, are in the same position they've always been in, because the universe ain't constantly expanding.
So, Bryce, recently you kind of just went viral for your calling out Joe Rogan about the flat Earth. I mean, I feel like everybody watched that video. That definitely went viral. Has he invited you on the show yet to debate him or no?
No, man, I think he's a little bit scared, brother. I mean, that's the thing. Is like, dude, people act like I have the burden of proof. You know, it's like, go outside and look. Do you see stuff spinning 1,000 miles an hour? Do you see the Big Bang? Do you see? No, the people saying that there's a Big Bang, that the Earth is rotating 1,000 miles an hour, orbiting the sun at 666,000 miles an hour. Those are the people that the sun is 93 million miles away. Those are the people that have the burden of proof. Okay. Here's the thing: is like, I have what I believe constitutes as proof that the sun is small. It's closer than what they're saying it is. It's the exact same size as the moon, because they're a counterpart. The sun and the moon, they're the exact same size in the sky. Now, do you think that's a coincidence? And one is 93 million miles away and one's a lot closer, and they're the exact same size? Or is it more coincidence that they're actually counterparts in nature? They circle the earth at a very close proximity. You know, it's like I said, when you look into it, I'm not as crazy as they want to make me think. And everybody says, oh, well, why are they lying about that? Well, brother, it's such a big issue. It comes down to good versus evil. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to they want your soul. It comes down to, if they can make you think that Big Bang created the universe, there's a million other Earths. This Earth is useless because there's a million other Earths. There's a million other planets. There's a million other stars. First off, they have a great way to embezzle your tax dollars, because they're never going to run out of stars to explore, planets to go to, rovers. Oh, we landed a rover on Mars. Bullshit. Ain't nobody been on our moon. Ain't nobody put a fucking rover on Mars. They take that shit to the desert and they Photoshop it and put a red tint on it and say, oh, look, it's on Mars. No, it's fucking not. They're stealing your tax dollars. They're faking these photos. They've never produced a picture of Earth without CGI. Every single picture NASA has ever produced is CGI. Okay? It's all computer generated images. Okay? And besides stealing the money, this is where it all comes down to. And I know this is a lot at once if you've never heard this. Now you're probably thinking I'm crazy, but let me just lay it all out there, okay? It all comes down to, they don't want you to believe in God. They don't want you to believe you have a purpose. They don't want you to believe you have a soul. You do have a soul. This universe was not created by Big Bang. We live on a flat stationary plane with the sun and the moon created for this one planet. There's not proof of other planets out there. There's not. There's proof that we have this one planet and there's a sun and a moon, just like the Bible says. It all comes back to that. And if you can make people believe that, 5 billion years ago there was a Big Bang, then it takes God out of the equation. It starts making people want to be an atheist and not need God. And then the society dwindles down. You know what the greatest trick that Satan ever had?
Making the world believe it didn't exist, right?
You're damn right, Frankie. You're damn right. And how does he do that? He does that through NASA right there. You know, this big, ask somebody who believes in, and here's the thing, okay? Ask somebody who believes in the Big Bang, what's their proof? What's your proof of the Big Bang? They're going to tell you, well, through the telescopes, we can see background radiation from 5 billion years ago in the center of the universe. And then you ask them, hey, have you ever looked through a telescope? Well, no, but Neil deGrasse Tyson says so. Well, fuck Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's probably getting money from the government, okay? All these people, and we come from monkeys too. Yeah, bullshit. We ain't got no proof of that neither. All this shit's made up. And so it comes down to this, brother. If somebody says, I don't have faith, I have proof, that's where they've been lied to. You have faith in two things. You either have faith, one of two things. You have faith in God or you have faith in science. My faith is in God, okay? Because the science is bullshit. The science is all lied. And you can't prove no Big Bang. You can't prove we come from no monkeys. You can't prove there's a million other Earths out there. You can't even prove that the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour like you said that it is. Okay? Try to prove gravity. Try to prove gravity. You know? You can't even prove gravity. Okay? You can prove density. Now people think I'm crazy. You know, why does something drop whenever you drop it? Well, that's because it's more dense than the air around it. I can take mass and I can take volume and I can prove density over and over and over. You can take a cup of water, place an object in it, and watch how much water is displaced, how much the water level goes up. That proves density. Now try to prove gravity. You can't. How do you prove gravity? Oh, well, stuff falls down. Yep. Well, density explains that.
It's funny. I just seen the Joe Rogan and Neil deGrasse. Like Joe was asking Neil deGrasse Tyson to prove. He's like, I got it right. You can't prove it.
I saw that.
You can't prove gravity. It's a theory and it's bullshit. And man, it's all about manipulation of knowledge. That's wisdom and knowledge is the most important things you can ever have. Proverbs says that wisdom and knowledge. That's like gold and silver. I'm sorry. It's better than gold and silver. Okay, so they're stealing your money ain't enough. They want you stupid, okay? And
that's 100% true. I think maybe 5-6 years ago, I would have left this interview saying, "Dude, that guy's a conspiracy theorist." But honestly, I'm 100% with you on. We're very much in a time of good versus evil. No question about that. I'm a God-fearing man. I 100% agree with that. And I think that after what we've seen lately, especially in the media. People are questioning science now. Lots of people are. I certainly am.
Yeah. After, I mean, I think we've seen in the media and in the government, what we've seen these past 2.5, 3 years. I mean, who knows what the fuck they're really telling us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're finding out more and more, and there's so much shit we don't even know. Right. But I could sit here and do a whole podcast on evidence that suggests that the Earth is flat and that the sun is local. And by local, I mean closer to 93 million miles away. And I mean, such as the angles of the light that it projects and how those angles of lights hit the Earth. The hot spots on the clouds. Okay. Like if you go up 120,000 feet on a helium balloon with the GoPro, which that you can do this. You can take a fucking GoPro.
A guy did that recently. Yeah.
Yeah, take your GoPro, strap it to a helium balloon. Now, your GoPro must have a flat lens. It cannot have a fisheye lens. And if you know the difference, a fisheye lens does this, a flat lens does this. And a fisheye lens, anytime you film something on a wide perspective, it naturally curves it because the lens is curved. So you have to use a GoPro with a flat lens. Take it up 120,000 feet. Guess what? Flat. Now, here's the real kicker. Not only is it flat 120,000 feet up, above the clouds where the sun is, there's a hot spot. There's a hot spot. So where the sun hovers at all times, it's hotter directly underneath that sun. Now think about the implications of that. You go up there with the fucking GoPro and you can see it for yourself, brother. You don't have to trust Bryce Mitchell. I don't have some telescope that you can't access. You can take a fucking GoPro and see this. So there's a hot spot in the clouds. What does that tell you about the location of the sun? Think about it. If the sun was 93 million miles away, relative to the size of the Earth, the diameter of it's really nothing compared to 93 million miles away. It doesn't matter where you put that ball, that hot ball, it would heat the Earth pretty much evenly. Now, if you were dealing with a local sun that was small but really motherfucking hot, it would heat up a certain area, which would be directly underneath it would get the hottest. Do you see what I'm saying? About the small hot object heating directly underneath it more than the object far away. The object far away, it would heat the earth evenly. You see? So
my first question to you, when you had said the earth is flat, was going to be why. You explained that pretty well. I get what you're saying with that. So that was a good explanation. My next question to you would be, where are the ends of the earth then? If it's flat, where are the ends?
So it's illegal to go to Antarctica.
Right. So I thought that was going to be your answer. So
we can't really sit here and prove it, because when people go to Antarctica, they sit there and get arrested. But apparently what a lot of the flat earthers believe, and this is what I believe because there's not a lot of proof to contradict it. Okay. There's just not. And so I ain't been to the ice wall, but basically the earth would be shaped like a circle. There would be a North Pole. There would be no South Pole. What's over the ice wall, we don't know. And then over that ice wall, dude, there's so much shit and so much conspiracies out there. There's a guy named Admiral Byrd.
Admiral Byrd. I was just going to bring him up. Yep.
He claimed to have seen a dome. But the Bible mentions a firmament. That's where the dome could be biblical, if you want to say the firmament could be the dome. But here's the thing: whatever you get back to, no matter if you believe that the Big Bang made the Earth and there's a billion Earths out there, or you believe like me, there's one Earth with one sun and one moon, and the stars are different than the sun. Okay. There's only one sun, one moon. The stars are not the sun. They're not the same thing. The sun is different than the stars you see at night. Okay. But no matter what you believe, guess what? You don't know. Nobody knows. Right. And to say that my view is more crazy than somebody else's, shit, nobody know. And then here's another thing. They want to make me like I'm the guy who wears a tinfoil hat and I'm fucking crazy. I'm nuts. And they want to cancel my fucking Instagram, which is how I actually make money, But go look on my Instagram. They want to cancel my shit.
Why? You're not inciting any kind of violence.
Look at my post. Look at my post where I said where I talked about the angles of light coming from the sun. Yes, they want to shut. They said if I do it again, they're taking my Instagram. There goes all my money.
No way.
Yeah, look at my post, brother.
I could see it if you were saying, attack a group of people, bro, or you can go on Instagram or whatever. I could see it, but for that,
you can go on Instagram. You can watch porn. You can watch porn on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, I go on there. I can't scroll up and down without see some boobs or butt shaking, right, or some dude half naked.
You're on Roger's for that.
I see videos. I'm not kidding. While I'm scrolling, of girls like having sex, but you can't see the lower half. Like they're doing this, and they're doing this, and you can see porn on Instagram. But I put something about flat Earth, and they want to fucking take it down and try to take it.
Well, doesn't it kind of play into that theory of control? I mean, they kind of want to dumb us down and they want control, right?
It's a red flag, brother. And so it's a great thing that you have this going, so I can actually get on here and we can share ideas, because right or wrong, it don't matter. At least I'm getting to voice my opinion without it getting censored, right? And then
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. And there's so much to suggest, but one more point I want to make. So about this, and we could talk proofs of it all day, because like I said, I could go all day, but I just don't want to. I want to just freaking ramble. If I need to shut up, just tell me.
No, man.
Here's one more point I want to make. Here's one more point that I must make. I must fucking say this. They want to make me look like I'm the minority, because I believe in the flat earth. I'm the fucking weirdo that needs his Instagram shut down, needs his bank seized up, and I'm a fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm the majority. Study world history, the history of the world, history of religions. They all believe flat earth. They all believe the sun and the moon are equal size. They're counterparts. One's septic, one's antiseptic, one's cold, one's hot. They have different properties. They're counterbalances in nature. And all the people of the past believe what I believe. I am not the minority. They want it to appear that I'm the minority. The people that believe that the earth is round and that there was a big bang, they might be outnumbered this day and age. But if you add up all the civilization before all the brainwashing got as bad as it did, a lot of people, a lot of religions, a lot of cultures believed the earth was flat. So, what can I say? I'm not in the minority on that.
What I struggle with here is it's a theory, right? And you're entitled to have a theory, just like anybody else. It's an opinion, essentially.
Right.
Why would you be banned for that or demonetized? I can't grasp that for the life of me.
Because Satan runs that shit, brother.
Yeah.
Satan runs that social media. Satan runs that.
It's based out of China, right? They say that
What's based out of China?
TikTok. Oh, sorry, TikTok. I'm talking about now. TikTok is out of China, right? But they say what is celebrated or what gets a lot of views over there is completely polar opposite. Or get like girls jumping around, like you said, half naked, doing dances,
get
whatever.
On ours,
They get 1 million views here. It's like kids over there excelling in stuff. I
firmly believe
the biggest views.
They're trying to build that army up to come over here and kill us all. I mean, they're trying to get us first. They're trying to get us in debt to China. Then they're trying to take away our guns. They want them to come over here and kill. They're gonna try to start World War III. Okay.
I know, Bryce. You think we're a couple city slickers, but guess where Frankie and I are going tomorrow? We're going to qualify for our CCW permits tomorrow. So
there you go.
There you go.
I believe in Arkansas, you don't have to have them no more.
No, I don't think you do.
But it still helps. Like if you go to buy a gun, it still helps because it's like a real quick background check. You get so there's still benefits to having it, but doesn't it suck to even have to have a license for that? You know what
Sucks,
I mean?
man.
Jersey's tough, man. Jersey's tough.
I know I look like a Guido over here, but I grew up in Maine. I spent half my life in Maine, and Maine's a constitutional carry state. So
awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. And that just goes back to control, what we were talking about. They're trying to take away our pistols. I mean, oh, dude, it's so bad. But here's the good thing about my belief system. If you believe in God and you trust in God and you pray and you show people love, you don't have to worry about none of this shit we're talking about. It don't matter if the earth is flat, round, whatever. If you believe in God and you trust God to take care of you, you're good. So you don't have to worry about it. But I do believe that there is a World War III coming.
Yeah.
And that it's going to get that ugly. There's going to be bloodshed. That's just my thoughts.
I think the life you live, and a lot of people live, is the biggest threat to that. Is you're self-sufficient. You don't need them for anything.
Providing your own water.
Right.
I mean, that's what they don't want. You provide your own shelter, your own food, your own water, because then you don't need a currency. Right. They control us through our currency. The Federal Reserve, which ain't federal and ain't a reserve, okay, they control everybody who uses a dollar bill, which is all of us. But in theory, if you produce your own food, water, shelter, and all that shit that you need, you don't need the dollar. So they cannot control you.
Right.
Through the dollar, which is the best way. Then they just have to come and kill you, which good luck. I'm a hard motherfucker to kill, man.
You should start a podcast and call it that. Hard to kill. That'd be great.
Dude, that's going to be the name of it right there.
That's great,
hard
bro.
To kill. Let's go.
Hard to kill. I love it. I would be your first subscriber to that.
If I say that the world is round and someone else says it's flat, that's worth reporting.
Should we still debate whether the Earth is flat?
Yeah. Like they used to think the sun went around the Earth. Everybody's, hey, that's scientist. Well, he's so smart.
Until other science refuted it.
Right, but back then, everybody at that time thought that guy was smart. Why at this time do we think that the Earth goes around the sun?
There's an overwhelming science that the Earth was flat, and there was an overwhelming science that
you'll learn over time.
We were the center of the world.
You're just taking an authority's word for it, and all we're saying is be skeptical.
Sure.
And while you're being skeptical, there's a bunch of evidence that's totally against the mainstream version. And while you're being skeptical and looking at that evidence, you start compiling more and more of the evidence until you become like me, you know the truth. I don't believe the Earth is flat and motionless. I know it is. I know it is. The others, they've got smaller gatekeepers for the flat Earth that they've brought in to distort the message, and they give fake flat Earth arguments, hoping that you'll reach them before you reach someone like me, and then you'll hear their stupid arguments saying that gravity's real, but the flat Earth disk is constantly rising, and that's what causes us to, things to fall. They'll give explanations like this, which to any sound-thinking person will totally reject, and then they'll totally reject the entire flat Earth model based on these little bits of disinformation that are being given. 200 proofs Earth is not a spinning ball, and that's just 200. I came up with 200 because William Carpenter came up with 100 in the 1800s, and I wanted to double it. I could come up with 400 if you give me enough time and incentive. People are doing it right now.
Scientists vote that the Earth is flat.
Because of actual, observable, testable, repeatable, natural science that we can do ourselves. The kind of science, in quotes, that you're getting from these figureheads is not observable, testable, repeatable, natural science that you can do yourself. It's stuff that they claim that only they can do with a Hubble telescope. Only we can take images, CGI images of fake planets with our Hubble telescope. You can't. Condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. And I think that, Einstein was right about that. I don't believe in anything, but I do investigate everything. I don't just take things at face value or take somebody's word for it. I want to know for myself. And if I can't know for myself, then I will happily be in the place of not knowing. They need to have some authority figure telling them answers, and they're going to believe that, and that makes them feel safe. But me, I'm the opposite, where I like to be skeptical, and I think everybody would be better off if they did that instead of just believing some authority figure that tells you you're on a spinning ball that was exploded out of a big bang and you're a monkey man that evolved. This is ridiculous, and it's obvious why they're doing it. They want you to think you're a monkey, a purposeless accident that comes from nothing, while they steal $50 million of your tax money every day. The motive is obvious. CGI images of fake planets with our Hubble telescope, but you can take a regular telescope and you can see that the images they give you are complete nonsense, cartoons, and what it actually looks like is pulsating lights in the sky.
So this is photo trickery and brainwashing that's got the world thinking that we're on a ball spinning around the sun with a magical force called gravity holding us on the underside of this spinning ball. It's all just brainwashing that we've received. It's pseudoscience accepted as legit science. But real science has confirmed geocentricity in the flat Earth. The best way to brainwash the whole world, to lie to the whole world about what the world is. In reality, we're not a cosmic accidental sneeze, nothingness turned everything. This is quite obviously intelligently designed, this thing we're experiencing here, this life, this universe. I can't believe anyone in their right mind can look me in the eyes with a straight face and say, no man, it's all random.
Be open-minded about this. This is very, very controversial and difficult to get your head round. The first of which is the scientific method, something that the scientific community doesn't seem to use these days. But the scientific method is where a theory or opinion is put forward that matches what we observe. The other thing we have to accept is how easily our minds, once they've been programmed or given a world view, how easily those minds can be fooled.
I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, although I know we're drifting by.
The Earth isn't spinning or orbiting or being dragged. The Earth is fixed and it's the stars that are moving.
People can't stand change. They don't like what they don't understand. We all have our own pursuit of happiness. Don't listen to someone's story, then say, and what? You need more? Is their happiness not good enough for you? So you judge them like you know. True happiness brings happiness to others. We are all a family, separate family trees connected at the roots. We are intelligent beings with the mind, body, and soul who truly want world peace. At least that's my goal. What happened to love, all I see is hate. The way we treat others on earth, death and chaos is our only fate. Every living thing has value and should be treated as such. We only have one earth, but act like we have so much. Do you not realize we are in control, not the 2%, who so-called own the world because it was money well spent? When there is no food, will you eat the money? When there is nothing left, will you still think this is funny? Remember, I warned you. I hope I opened your eyes so the world really gets better before it's too late to realize. Please spread the word. Please spread the word. Please spread the word. Please spread the word. Please spread the word.
This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is.